Hey everybody, welcome to the garden. I hope you're having a great day. Shout out to the lemon and lime lovers and everybody in between. It's time for episode 6 of the Small Account Challenge. And if you're interested in any of the services I provide, please check out the links in the description below for both the Patreon and Discord. And make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and follow me on Twitter just to make sure you stay up to date on this Small Account Challenge. Okay, so before we get into the trade you're seeing on the screen, I want to go over a couple things. So I put out a poll on my Discord channel about whether or not I should continue the small account challenge because the goal was to hit $200, and we virtually did. We had actually succeeded going past $200 in my last recap video, or sorry, my last small account challenge video. You can see that I had a pretty nice trade running a long on Ethereum. I ended up waiting for it to kind of play out, had a pullback, so I closed right around $210, in total account value. With the fees, it came down to like 202 or whatever, 204, something like that. So I was virtually about $200 flat. So we succeeded in doubling the small account from $100 to $200 total. So I wanted to see if there was demand for me to continue it, and it seemed like everyone wanted me to continue. And so the new goal is to now hit $400 from the $200 balance we have. Now, I didn't want to just do that. I wanted to kind of change things up. So my last challenge, I stuck with a very specific sort of trading strategy. What I did was I would look at the 1 hour structure, and then I would look for, are we in a downtrend, uptrend range, and then depending on that, I would go down to the 15 minute and look for my entries there. So if we're in an uptrend or a downtrend, I would look on the 15 minute for any sort of structure to play out the trade following that direction on the 1 hour. And then if we were in the range, I would look to try and trade the range on the 15 minutes. So that was my plan, but I didn't want to just do that, for this next leg in the small account challenge. I wanted to show there are multiple ways to make money in the markets. So this time around, I'm going to actually use Ichimoku. So if you're part of my Discord, you know that I'm a pretty big fan of Ichimoku. Now, I don't use it as often as I once did earlier in my career, but I'm still a fan of it. I do attribute a lot of my success to Ichimoku, even to this day, because it instills a lot of good disciplinary, habits into you as you trade. So I want to highlight it, and I'm going to explain how I'm going to trade this now, because I don't really want to spend too much time on the small account because I have so much other stuff going on when I'm managing the Discord and the swing trade service and the tutoring services and the day trading room, all that stuff. I have to be able to not look at this throughout the day. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna follow the trend on Ichimoku. Now I'm gonna try and stick to the 1 hour trend, because I do think I'll be able to get a lot more trades that way. I could go higher, like to the 4 hour or the daily, but these will take much longer. So we're going to stick with the 1 hour generally, unless I see something really good on the higher time frames. And the lower time frames, just like my previous strategy, I'm going to use more as like a strike, as a strike time frame, and then I'll try and follow the trends on the 1 hour, the 1 hour time frame or higher. Now, how am I doing this? So essentially, I'm going to be looking for a trending move on the 1 hour time frame or higher, and the way I'm going to determine that is by Ichimoku. Now, the easiest way is to look at the Senko Span B line. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Japanese names for the Ichimoku indicator. If you're using the English version on TradingView, it may have a different name, but it's the it's still the same math and everything behind it. So this is Senko Span B, and then this is known on the English side as the conversion line, I believe, or I'm sorry, the baseline. In Japan, it's called the Kaijun line. So I'm going to be following the Senko Span B line here from the cloud, and then the Kaijun line here. All right. So if I see these both pointed in a direction on the hourly time frame or higher, I'm going to be looking for an entry on the lower time frames like the 30 minute or 15 minute to then follow this trend on the hourly or higher. So as you can see on the hourly, we have both the lines pointing down. We have everything, the lagging span or Chico span, this green line, also under the cloud, under the candles. We have the candles under the cloud, and we have a bearish cloud structure here. So everything is telling me, okay, time to short Matic. Now you're wondering, well, why are you trading MAC? You were trading ETH before. Well, because I'm using Ichimoku, I can now use a bunch of different coins. So I'm going to be looking at an assortment of coins and seeing if anything is in a trend. And then if I see one and I see a good entry to get in on the lower time frames, I'll take it, and then we'll go from there. Now, how am I going to be taking profit? How am I going to be setting up the stop loss? So for the stop loss, I'm looking to either, depending on the percentage risk, either go high above the swing high or above the Kaijun Sen line, and then trail my stop loss with the Kaijun Sen line, which would decrease my risk over a period of time. And actually taking profit, well, I've thought of two different things I'm going to do. One, I'm going to have levels where I'm going to take percentages off as we potentially go in that direction, or I'm also going to wait until the cloud and Kaijun Sen flatten out. So once they go horizontal and that trending move that I was following is looking like it's going to stop on that time frame, I'm going to look to exit the position. Now, that doesn't mean that if you see the Kaijun Sen line goes sideways and the Senko Span B line goes sideways, that the trending move is done. It actually usually means that you're probably going to have some sort of pullback and then a continuation of that trend. But because I'm not looking for long moves, and I'm going to be very, very content, taking out quicker trades on the Ichimoku, so things that may take maybe a day or so or even less, I'm fine with leaving meat on the bone that way. Okay, so that's going to be my plan going forward. We're going to try and double this size to 400. So from 200 to 400, hopefully we can. And as you can see, I opened up a short on Matic, so we'll see how this plays out. Yeah, that's it. That's my that's my update. Sorry again about my voice. It's like I've been sick and then I've been not sick and then it seems like I'm getting sick again. And I've also been talking a lot, so I'm getting a little hoarse. But this is going to be the new account challenge, the update going forward. So hopefully we can find the same success we did in the last challenge we did on the MEXC account. Again, if you have any questions, make sure to let me know on the Discord or leave a comment on this YouTube video. And if you guys want to trade with me or you want to learn how I trade, yada yada, all the services I provide, make sure to check out those links in the description below. I mean, the Discord, I try to be as open as I can. I don't share everything I know, but I try to help out where I can. But if you want more in-depth and detailed information from me and how you can kind of attribute that to your trading, definitely take a look at the tutoring services and ask people who have been using the tutoring service what they think. And I think most of them, if not all of them, will be pretty positive on it. It's probably my favorite service I provide because the thing I want most is for people to be able to do this themselves so they don't have to follow anyone, me included. Okay. And that's it. Yep, that's it. Again, give me a like, give me a subscribe, maybe a share or two, and let me know what you guys think. And remember, be patient, be vigilant, and be nimble. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.